Hey, it's David Hooper at Music Business Radio. The following is an interview that I did for a podcast called Fire Pit Friday. It's available at firepitfriday.com. They've got some great interviews with all sorts of musicians and music business people. I highly recommend it. This is something just for the people who normally listen to Music Business Radio that hear me asking the questions but don't hear me answering them. So if you're interested in finding more information about me and my music marketing background, this is for you. And again, if you like it, firepitfriday.com. So here it is. Enjoy.
I'm happy.
It's been a good day.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
by far, this has been a real good day for us.
Tell me why.
I mean, the meetings that we had today,
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about the guest that's on the show this afternoon.
So am I. I can't believe we have David Hooper.
What's going on, David?
Glad to be here. I love this studio you guys have. You know, we have a studio. It's about the size of a bathroom stall, and we cram 3 or 4 people in there.
Oh, really?
But this is much. I'm gonna have to show these guys some photos. Need to get the upgrade.
Well, then I would say you can get up close, personal, and really comfy with your guests.
Oh yes. We know them very well by the end of the hour.
Man, this is a good Friday. David, what's going on in your life? You've got so much going on.
Yeah, we Music Business Radio is the show, musicbusinessradio.com.
Woohoo!
So anybody on the podcast here, if they're not getting it via broadcast, can sign up for the podcast, and we hope that you will. And it's a weekly music business talk show. It's very similar to this, where we interview the movers and shakers of the music business.
Right.
On the radio.
On the radio. We just started making video, actually.
Oh, that's so cool.
Musicbusinesstelevision.com. We're taking just quick clips of our guests and putting them on video, because this Web 2.0 thing, YouTube.
Right.
YouTube.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we want to show people that, it is real. We got real people in there, and seeing is believing. So.
I think that will be next. I mean, we do the still photography, but I'm wondering how many people actually watch podcasts. I don't know. I'd like to find out, actually.
More and more people every day.
Yeah? All right.
Well, musicians are always the first people to jump on new technology.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a great demographic to do that. And that's how you guys have 300,000 listeners.
Yay!
Yeah.
Actually, we checked the stats, 330.
Unbelievable.
38,
Wow.
whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you all,
who's counting?
338.
Carry the one.
It's just another bunch of people on the pod.
310,030.
338,000.
That's incredible.
That's crazy. I don't know. And if you're listening, I love you all.
Yeah.
Rick, this is wonderful tonight.
I've been corresponding with David, for a while, but I've never met him face to face, and this is real. This has been a real good opportunity, for me.
There's a lot of people out there who really rely on your knowledge, your show, your radio show. They listen to that. I've heard a couple people we spoke to today who said, "Who's on the show tonight?" Well, David Hooper's on the show.
Like,
what?
You
what?
got David
David
Hooper?
How did you get David Hooper on?
I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled that you guys would ask. So thanks for having me.
That's awesome.
Appreciate you coming out.
Mm-hmm. So tell us about some of the things that you're doing as far as the radio show, like advice-wise. What do you want to get out there, especially to the Nashville community?
Well, for the Nashville community specifically, we've got a lot of songwriters here, so we bring in a lot of the hit guys that you wouldn't, or the listeners wouldn't normally get access to. And we really want to kind of dig deep and say, hey, what is it that got you from point A to point B?
Right.
How did you do it?
How did you do it, and how can you help these other people that are doing it? Because a lot of times, unfortunately, there's no roadmap for the industry.
No.
And people don't have access to these people because the writers are in writing appointments all the time, or they're jet setting around the world in their private jets, or whatever it is that writers do. And we are fortunate that we've got access to a lot of people that the average person doesn't have. And being a former musician myself, like I know you guys are musicians as well, and you know how it is that you just, when you're out there playing and when you're out there trying to make it, you just don't know where to go. It's like you see these guys on like Cribs, or you see these guys on Rolling Stone, but that's not the real deal. We want to give people the real deal information, like the no BS. That's what we say. We say it's like watching Miss America, put Vaseline on her teeth and duct tape all her sagging parts. That's our show right there.
What a great way to say that.
Not the finished
hilarious. What is the common thread that you're, as an interviewer, what's your common thread when you're going through the motions?
Well, I try to look at it like, much like a songwriter who's writing for Britney Spears would try to think like a 12 or 14-year-old girl. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think like a musician and think like our listener and ask these people the questions that they would want to ask. Mm-hmm. So my thought is, what makes these people tick, and what is it again that got them from point A to point B, and what separates them from everybody else who's trying to make it, so we can kind of spread this thing around.
Is there something that you can kind of like say, this is always a point that's brought up consistently that you should watch out for? This is something. Come on, people, you're in the same boat. You just don't realize it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that comes up consistently is that these guys don't have a plan B. That a lot of musicians are out there. Their parents are telling them, hey, you really need to go to college.
Right.
Have a plan B. Have something to fall back on. Get the day job. You know what I mean? And the guys that I see, it's like they've got nothing to lose. It's like they're lifers in prison, and they can go out and kill a few more people. Who cares? Because they already got life in prison. What more can they do to them? And these musicians are the same way. It's like they have one option, and it's to be a musician.
Right.
And they don't like film, and they don't like pushing paper, and they don't like accounting. They like music, and that's what they do, and they just put everything that they've got into it. And what I've seen, just from we've done about 50 shows now. We've been in production 2 years. And from what I've seen is that when you're really into it, the music business is going to let you in. Yeah. And there's room for everybody in here. And that's why I'm so glad to see what you guys are doing, and I'm so glad to see the camaraderie that's in Nashville. We actually, a couple days ago, a documentary company came. They were making a film documentary on the Nashville scene and about how Nashville sticks together. And you just don't see that. I mean, I work with bands from all over the country, and everybody's, oh man, Nashville, we got to get to Nashville. Here in Nashville, sometimes we don't see that though, because we're so close to it. We take a lot of it for granted. That there's so much good talent here, so many great writers, producers, musicians, and how we work together, and how everybody and their brother's a musician. It's like I can't get a cab without, oh yeah, I got a song, man. And the weird thing is, some of those guys who actually had hit songs still driving a cab.
Oh,
yeah, I had number one with Randy Travis and I Lost My Deal, and the music business is changing, and that's another thing we're trying to show is that in a way, it's a better time to be in the music business right now, because you're not going to get a huge chunk of the pie, but you're going to get a chunk of the pie.
There's different avenues now.
We're spreading the wealth.
Right.
Right, and there's stuff like the fact that you guys are being podcasted to 300,000 people. That didn't exist 10 years ago.
Right.
Or 5 years ago. And I'm only 34 years old, but when we started trying to promote records when I started my company, which has been about 12 years now, and we were doing stuff like setting up these answer machines with the latest song on them. Hey, you want a sample of whatever band I was working with, Run DMC or something like that? It doesn't call 888-RUN-DMC, and it was like a voicemail. We'd listen. And now people can actually listen to the finished product instantly. They can download it, and they can pass it to their friends. That's why I'm so excited about this stuff. People are scared of the technology, but how cool is it that I can call you guys up and say, hey, man, have you guys heard this new band, this DCSB? And then you guys can download the song instantly and start telling your friends about it and come to the show with me.
Yes.
So I don't look at it as theft. I look at the pirates of the future customers.
Right.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.